This computer-animated comedy film was well on its way to doubling its $60 million budget only a week after its February 7, 2014 release. Co-directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller expertly incorporate conventional stop-motion techniques into the magnificent CGI work from Animal Logic, bringing their marvelously inventive and colorful Lego land to life. The visual effects are impeccably realistic looking, which sees literally everything, including ocean waves and fireball explosions, rendered to look like those tiny interlocking bricks. Rather ostentatiously based on the famous line of construction toys from the 65-year-old Danish company, this 100-minute adventure remains remarkably faithful to its source material. I absolutely love building unique Lego sets as a child, so this film not only made me feel like a kid again, it also transports its audience into a child's imagination. Chris Pratt lends his voice to the lead character, an ordinary and average Lego guy who gets swept up in an improbable quest to save the world from the dastardly plans of Lord Business, an evil character brilliantly voiced by Will Ferrell, who frequently reminds his subjects to follow the instructions. Pratt's wide-eyed portrayal of a regular guy discovering his potential for greatness is a delicate and endearing one. Elizabeth Banks, Will Arnett, Liam Neeson, Morgan Freeman, and plenty of inspired guest appearances make up the all-star cast of talented voice players. I especially love Charlie Day as the overeager 1980-something space guy, who gets more than a little excited when he's finally permitted to build his spaceship. The amusing plot remains uncomplicated enough for kids to follow along and understand, but includes enough subtle jokes, cameos, and sight gags to entertain older viewers as well. Flying by with a mile-a-minute pace, this is a rapturously fun and exciting motion picture that commendably takes some chances with a wonderful third-act twist.
Rest in pieces.
Oh no.
Wait, no!
What the? Relax, everybody. I'm here.
Batman!
What's up, babe?
Babe!
What?
Oh, sorry, Batman. This is Emmett. Emmett, this is my boyfriend, Batman.
I'm Batman.
That's your boyfriend?
The whimsical score by composer Mark Mothersbaugh perfectly sets the mood, while an oft-repeated in-world sing-along song reminds the characters and audiences alike that everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love this song!
Cool when we're part of the team.
Although unashamedly functioning as one big advertisement, it does have heart, encouraging the importance of individuality, the dangers of abusing power, and reminding kids and adults alike why it's important to keep dreaming. It may just be a predictable kids film, but it's easily the best animated feature since Toy Story 3. An endlessly rewatchable PG spectacle, the Lego Movie is beautiful childhood wonder, hilariously realized. Now let's hear some of your thoughts about this picture in the YouTube comments. The Lego Movie scores a 9 and a 9. You love the animation, humor, and huge array of characters, rating this an awesome. I completely agree, there's plenty to love here, and while I'll be holding off on the top score for now, I felt this movie said it best. Everything is awesome.